In this video, I'm going to show you how to insert attributes into an architecture plan. So first of all, I am going to create a folder. I will name it attributes. And then at the server, I am going to find the project I'm working on. This time it's the 2240 project data acquisition, internal deliverables. And then I'm going to merge data. In the folder merge data, I'm going to choose floors. From the floors, I'm going to choose the building I'm currently working on, and that's the 224021. And there I'm going to check how many floors I have in this building. Untergeschoss, Erdgeschoss, Dachgeschoss 2, Dachgeschoss, first, second, and third Obergeschoss. So that means I'm going to create that many new folders in my attributes folder, just to keep organized for myself. I'm just gonna call them EG, UG, first, OG, etc. I'm not gonna lose time. So now I'm going to open the EG because this is the first plan I'm going to work on. Going back to the server, from the folder EG, I'm going to open the CSV folder, and from there to open this Excel document, and it's a CSV file, comma separated values. It's very important that this is the extension. So once I open it, I can see that every room in the surveyed building has a Bezeichnung, has a description for what it is. I'm going to close it and copy it to my computer into the attributes Erdgeschoss folder. First thing I do, I'm going to rename it. This dot has to be underscore in order to work with the CADAT app that we're going to use to insert the attributes. Second thing I'm going to do is to go into the plan and make the plan ready. So the architect, they wrote here for me, I deleted the number 2 and 8 from the attributes list. The architects, they get a list, they get a picture with the numbers they have to insert in each room, and then with the number, the plan communicates with the Excel list. So the surveyor, he has been in the building, he has entered the room with the laser, and he has surveyed the height of the room, the floor material, and the usage of the room. And this we insert automatically so that we don't have to do it one by one in AutoCAD. So the first thing we're gonna do is we select the polyline, because the polyline will give us information about the area and the perimeter of the room, as well as the color of the polyline is the color 9, and the room number is the UID number is the number 9. So the color of the polyline has to be the same number as the UID here. Usually the architects, they prepare this for us because they are taught how to do this. But when inserting the attributes, we do have to have a quick look if this is correct. Second thing is that we check that these polylines are in the layer which they are supposed to be in. For this project, it's the round poly. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to click on the right click and do select similar. Check if all rooms have a polyline. If there is any extra polyline that should not be there. Okay. Then I am going to properties and I'm going to check if all the polylines are closed. And I see here, no. Next thing, I'm going to close them. So once all polylines are closed, I am going to type into my command list and do enter until all the selected polylines are listed. Next thing, I'm going to press Ctrl F2 or Steuerung F2. And then I'm going to copy all of this. Oops. So 15 rooms are found here. So I'm going to copy them. Go back into my attributes folder. Create a new TXT document. Open it. Paste it in. And as my computer is in English, I always need to change those terms, colors, handle, closed, area and perimeter into German terms. So I'm going to do this quickly. Color, Farbe. Handle. Closed. Area. Flächen. Perimeter. Then I'm going to close this and save it. Next thing, I need to rename this document. I am going to copy the same name from the CSV data. Copy it here, but change the human into area. And the next thing I'm going to do is I am going to select all room stamps. Select similar. Each room has to have one room stamp. So each polyline, one room stamp. Otherwise, it's going to show us an error. And then I'm going to add out. I type in add out into my command bar. And then I'm going to find my respective folder. Name, take again the same name, but change the extension to add out. So in the end, I have to have 3 files in this folder that have the same name with just different extensions: human, add out, and area. This is how the CADAT app recognizes the files. So next thing is going to be that I'm going to open my CSV file and check if all the room descriptions correspond to the architectural drawing. because sometimes the surveyor could make a mistake, or he writes just a note for us, and then we need to check if that architect has taken the right description, and then we insert it in the right place, right? So I'm going to start with number 1. So this is an outside area. And the UID is number 1, and it says rear garden side. And that means that I am not going to give a room description here, and I am going to delete this. The second, front roadside. Please note that outside there were pallets. Okay, so sometimes the surveyor gives us information via a UID number. He goes with the machine, he stands here, let's say example, and he sees something here, he gives a number, a UID number, and he writes a note for us. That doesn't mean that we need a room step in every room, it just means that we need to pay attention, and he is giving us some he's giving us a message about the building. So number 2, I'm going to see, yes, the architect wrote, I have deleted number 2 and 8, right? So we will delete number 1 and 2. And then I will see number 8. It was as well just a message with windows to front side. Also important is that left side on this room. Right, if you look at the roadside, there is a garage with no door into the house. Okay, then we can delete number 8. So, and then I can delete that too, because that's just a message from the architect. And then I will I'm going further. I'm finding number 3. It's the green. 3, Treppe. Then I check if it is really a Treppe. Yes, it is. I leave it. Then number 4. Looking for number 4. Oh, okay, it was here. I deleted it. I just remember. Treppe in Wohnungen. No, 10 centimeters step up to ground in the back. Yes, I'm going to delete that too. Then I'm going to number 5. Flur in Wohnungen. Number 5. Flur. Yeah, das ist eine Wohnung. It is a flat, and that's a corridor. Thing is, whatever is written here in Bezeichnung is going to appear here in the plan. So I don't want the description to be Flur in Wohnungen. I just want it to be Flur. So I'm going to delete this in Wohnungen. Right. Then I'm going to check number 6. Number 6. WC. The surveyor has only the option to choose between some values in the drop-down list, and for WC he had only WC Herren and WC Damen, so he just chose one. But this is obviously a WC in a flat, and it's just a WC. Herren and Damen, they both use it, so I'm just going to delete WC Herren, and the description will be WC. Okay, then I'm going to number 7. Number 7 is Wohnraum. That's correct. Then number 9 and 10. Let's see, 9. Lager. Okay. 10. Wohnküche. Wohnküche. So I see here is a mistake, right? This will be the Wohnküche, and this will be the Lager, because that makes more sense. And you as an architect should be able to read the plan and then correct mistakes like this. So I am going to, in the Excel list, change the UID number 9 to 10 and the 10 to 9, right? Then I'm going further and I'm going to find 11. Number 11 is Flur in Wohnungen. 11, Flur. Naja, I would not say this is a Flur, but let's see what's the next one next to it. Flur in Wohnungen. $11. Then, in this case, when I am confused, I will go back to the server and then I'm going to open the folder EG Aligned Attribute Slices. And then I can open this. I am going to copy this into this folder, open, reload those 4, find and replace, then I go here to 2240. Merge data, acquisition, internal deliverables, merge data, floors, EG, and I find the folder where the pictures are, and that's this one. I'm going to reinsert them. Then I will change the background transparency, and now I see how the surveyor named the rooms, and indeed I see that he gave the number 11 to this room here, and he gave the description floor, but this is obviously a Wohnraum, so I'm going to just change this floor into Wohnraum. Okay, then I'm going back to the plan and I'm going to find number 12, and that's here. Okay, number 12 is Flur in Wohnungen. It's not the WC, it's Flur. A mistake happened here, but it's usually not that bad. But if it happens, it's good that you know that you should pay attention to things like this too. So 11 will be Wohnraum, but maybe the 9 was the Wohnküche. Oh, we cannot notice. Okay, I'll just leave it. I'll just leave all of them Wohnraum because we are not, we don't know, right, what happens inside. 12 is Flur, 13 is WC, 12 was Flur, 13 is WC, then 14, yes, could be Wohnküche, 15 ist nicht bad. 16 is bad. 15 is floor. So 15 will be floor. 16 will be WC. 16 will be 16 be bad. Yeah. 17 only from outside accessible. If you look from the roadside, it is to the right. Okay, let's see where 17 is. 17 from the server, the message only from outside accessible. If you look from the roadside, it is to the right and next to the living room, and behind is the kitchen. Interesting. So he called this place garage. I think this is the garage, and this might be the Wohnküche, but I'm gonna call it Wohnraum. Okay, so that should be enough, at least for the video purposes. I will leave it like this. Then I'm going to check the Bodenbelag, because if it's written sonstige Belage, sonstige Werte or something like this, then we change it to we check what the server wrote in the notes for us, and we change that. So I don't want that my description for Bodenbelag here is too big. So I'm not going to leave keramische Fliesen Platten. I'm just going to write Fliesen. So delete this and this, and then I'm going to and that's it. So I am going to save this. With the same name. Yes. Next thing I'm going to enter is the Cadet app, and I'm going to find my project at the drop-down list. If your project's not here yet, then you need to create it, but I'm going to show that in the next video. So I choose the project I'm working on, 2240 in this case. Then I click here. Everything is already prepared for me. Then I go to Add Files. I find the project I'm working on. I go to Attributes, and then I find EG. And then I'm gonna select all of them. It's very important that the names are like this: underscore area, underscore adult, underscore human, because Cadet understands those lists with the names. And then I go to open, upload, and then run. Right click, save link as. Then I find again my folder, final attributes, EG, and I'm gonna leave it like this, add in, because I'm going to add in this into AutoCAD. Yes. And then I'm going just to check again. I will open it. It's a TXT file. I'm going to check. What is going on here? And if everything appears okay, I'm going to AutoCAD and I will type into the command list add in, enter, and I will choose the new one, add in, insert, and now all the descriptions with the area and the parameters of the polyline is inserted into the architectural plan. Then again I will check Wohnraum, Bad, Flur, Wohnküche, WC, Treppe. Then I see that this is not nicely written. Then I am going to drag it out, align it with the other text so that the drawing looks okay. Then I'm going to copy one of those. Okay, and they need to get right. I need to adjust everything. It depends. Sometimes the architects make the arrow on the side or in the middle. You have the freedom to arrange it as you like it, as you think is good. So I arrange them. And check again. Lager, Wohnraum, Büro, Wohnraum, Wohnraum. All the texts have to be aligned. Here, it's usually the architect who should do it, but sometimes they don't. Or when we insert the descriptions, it doesn't look the way the architect planned it. So, trying to make it look as nice as possible. Okay, and then when I say yes, it's all good, then I will open the layer drop down and I am going to turn off the UID number and the Raum Poly. And usually I have as well the Geschoss Polylinie where I can read out the BGF. And I turn that up too. And this is how the drawing will look for the customer.